opening possession after all.
Yeah, it definitely spooks you a little bit, and you got to now make sure as an offense you settle things down. Maybe a good reminder, too, in the huddle. Hey, boys, let's make sure we take care of this football.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Mahomes starting off with a throw. He's on the move. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down.
Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as the QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time secondary, well, they got real sticky, stay tight, and force the throw away.
On 2nd and 10 now, Mahomes. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. Ooh, missed that one, and he knew it. Put it behind his guy, and now it's 4th down.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on 3rd down? But it chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
Hunter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. He's got it at the 24. And a big hit on the return to stop it cold. And after the punch, the offense comes out onto the field. And the Bills will take over possession. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Allen comes out throwing. His first throw is an interception. Justin Reed has the INT. Not the auspicious debut they'd certainly hoped for on that opening drive. The coverage, impressive, taking their first possession away with that interception.
Hey, it is tough to play a clean game in this league. The caliber of defenders are awesome. You just hope that eventual missteps happen at a less meaningful moment than your opening series. You don't want to make it any harder to get your rhythm and get your passing game going.
Mahomes on 1st and 10. Now this is intercepted. That is back-to-back passes. And the Bills get the football back inside the 45-yard line after the interception. Well, they had the advantage for a moment, Brock, but turns out that is all just that moment because they threw an interception to give the ball right back.
And for once, both coaches on both sidelines are preaching the same message. Take care of the ball.
Yeah.
Not often you see back-to-back plays end in interceptions, and we're right back to where we were just a couple moments ago.
56, 56. Alert!
On 1st down, Allen escapes the pocket. Makes the catch, but does not do it in bounds. It looks like he came down on that sideline. 2nd down coming up.
You know, Kate, that's one of those instances where you try to walk that tightrope on the sidelines. Problem is, on a throw that far down the field, that is so hard to do, so difficult. I love the effort, just couldn't quite find the execution.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. First carry here for the rookie out of Penn State. And they take him down right along the 30. It's a gain of 12 there. And that's good for a Bills 1st down.
To play running back in this league, well, you've got to have tremendous vision. We saw it twice. Once to find the lane upfield, and then to get to space and break off some extra yards.
On the move, headed right. Toward the sideline and caught by Reed. And he'll be just inside the 10 before he goes out. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal. Working inside the red zone. Getting out to his left. He just throws this one away.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something with no one open and risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
So after the incomplete pass, here's 2nd and goal. Back now, pressure on its way. This is reeled in by Wilson. Touchdown, Buffalo. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
They'll try this extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Bills will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The Bills kickoff team out there now as they'll send this away. They'll have decent field position to begin with here. Brock, he's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. They've got first down from the 31. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Diving forward, and he makes the catch. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Has it to his back. Oh, what a hit! Jars the ball loose! But it bounces out of bounds, so they'll retain possession.
You know, Kate, there was a memory burns into my dad, high school coach's memory forever. And that was after winning the game, losing coach comes over and says, Mike, I guess sometimes better to be lucky than good. No, my dad was good. In this case, the runner.
It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Will get possession up towards midfield as they take the interception up beyond the 40. Okay, Brock, now back-to-back drives where they have picked him off. That's going to be a worrying trend for these coaches who know how integral the passing game is to their game plan and their success.
Those poker players, the best of them, when they figure out a tell, they know exactly how to beat their opponent. This defense right now, they're reading this quarterback like a book.
Allen now on first down. Chased out to his right. On the run right, throwing deep down the... He's got it inside the 25. One of the game's biggest plays right there as they get the markers reset.
You know, Kim, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
This has been a trend, yet another interception. And the Eagles get it back as he intercepts him for the second time this game. Well, they were thinking at least a field goal on the drive if they couldn't reach the end zone, right? But the interception keeps them from even getting 3 out of this possession.
You really hope at the end of this game you don't look back and go, shoulda, woulda, coulda. If we could have gotten some points out of that drive early, we wouldn't be in the situation we are in now.
First down throw, Mahomes. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Diving right side, got it! They will not get another play off. Ready now for our second quarter. The Eagles have the football. They'll try to attack this deficit starting with 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Forced out to his right. And he won't connect on that one. Incomplete. Looking for the back that time. So that brings up 2nd down. Again, Mahomes to throw. Oh no, they get him yet again. And he's gonna go. It's a pick 6. He not only broke on it to make the pick, Bronk, but he was on the move real quick. Knowing short fields, there's a great chance that he could take that one back for a touchdown.
That's exactly right. In this area of the field, an offense really only gets a second or two to react to that pick and get over and cut off his lanes. And if you don't, well, it's 6 the other way.
Looking to tack on the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. The Bills double their lead to 14. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. Barely makes that landing zone, fielded at the 20. His return reaches that 34-yard line before he stopped. They're out and set, 1st and 10. They'll send him over right. Mahomes trying to get after the pick. Buys time, rolling right. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. 2nd down. Throwing is Mahomes. Connects on the crosser. How about a big hitter? 34 yards there and a new set of downs.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. Pistol now for Mahomes. Dumped off to his running back. Nowhere really for him to go. He steps out. They're going to lose some yardage.
Well, there was never a play in any playbook I ever saw designed for a lost yardage play when you throw the ball. But if there's any solace, at least it was 1st down. A couple more chances to make up for it.
That'll be complete to Jacobs. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. The defense calls a timeout. That's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the 1st half. And 2:01 on the clock. This is going to take us inside the 2-minute warning. Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Along the right sideline, there's space into the red zone. And forget the interception. He makes this a pick 6 touchdown.
Tripping off grades, I just be making up different reasons for my nieces. From my day I pick enough to keep it up, but ain't no thing back straight, cause ain't no reason for this money to stay. Like, what you want? What you want? I got Jesus giving money, what you want? I've been sitting and pitching this for a reason to cry. So I'ma say I love you, but keep a look on my eye. Cause I can never really want you unless it's money or prize. So when I say I really love you, boy, just know it's a lie. Like, I ain't mean it. I ain't mean it. I just need another reason for a sequence. Another bag, another season, another description, another feeling. Boy, God, I gave him a lot, but I keep.
Homie got a pump cause he got no. Homie stay trippin' cause I got no funds. Homie got a pump cause he got no. Homie stay trippin' cause I got no funds. Homie got a bump with it ain't not fun. Boy, I got a bump with it ain't not fun. Boy, I got a bump with it ain't not fun. Boy, I got a bump with it ain't not fun. Boy, can I drop your bag, sass? I've been here from the start. A little snapback, homie, with a plug in his heart. Took these Billy Trump cards and now they rip me apart. Now they run around in circles like them kids in the park. Not afraid of the dark. There ain't no monster inside. I pray to Jesus Christ, homie, they just keep me alive. Why you keep it 53? Cause I've been wrestling with pride. I try to keep it like I'm Texas, got the stop on my side. Girl, you know I'm a saint, so why you giving me hell? My uncle back up on the block and now they begging for bail. He always calling me for paper cause he know I'm the trail. Now I'm eating my McDonald's, I was fresh out of jail. Now I made it out of chunk, at least I know I'm up. Boy, thump, like my neighbors jumping up a pum. Boy, I bump in that Billy Trump, he ain't know he ain't thump. He just grabbed the pump and made it go dumb. Got a pump cause he got no. Homie stay trippin' cause I got no funds. Homie got a pump cause he got no. Homie stay trippin' cause I got no funds. Homie got a bump with it ain't not fun. Boy, I got a bump with it ain't not fun. Boy, I got a bump with it ain't not fun. Boy, I got a bump with it ain't not fun.
I'm an airport baby, I'm too fly to count. Counting the cash, yeah, it's too high to count. I've been dealing with a fake, yeah, they too fake to doubt. Acting like they are what they not for their clout. They been sucking my blood, they can love what you count. Flowing like water. Three with the smiles on the ops gonna pout. They all in the sewers and south in the clouds. I'ma stay calm to the sound. On the floor to the cut.
Got no paper, told him quit the pocket watching jeans ripping at the seams, holding on some dead foes. Schizophrenic with the bag. Listen to the money, nigga praying every day. Glad to say I was broke. Tell him battle. Now I got my bands up, 1000 on the bill just to keep the pants up. Only on a real note, I couldn't fake what I've been doing. All my real ones know this nigga riding for his 53. I'm throwing up, they see the chain, I keep it tough. Say she feeling a little nigga, try luck. Say she love me for my smile, so I'm looking mean as clean heads squawking, so I'm keeping feathers plucked.
Boy, I got a bump with it ain't not fun. Boy, I got a bump fun. Boy, I got a bump with it ain't not fun. Boy, I got a bump fun.
That's how I be happening. This for all my not abandoned. For my ladies on stage, they clapping. Transaction, cause your mama need a mansion. Get crackin', put them in the. Can't forget the yellow brother in. Shed so many tears, lost 100 friends. Every time I see them, I'ma need that. Believe that. Label tryna give me feedback, tell me bring the streets back. Fans said they want 2015 Vince. Drop big fish, cuz been weak since. Damn, tell me how you really feel. Yeah. All I wanted was a couple mil, make the city proud, put it down for them, come and tear it down. What are you about? In the ghetto, I'm a Martian, crash landing. In the dirty apartment, stay shiny. I'll forever be the hardest, big time. Like the New Orleans, real shiny. Like the women know you. City in the ghetto, I'm a soldier. Where they at? Where they at? Money growing on trees, hanging on palm, spilling code 304. She don't want a 16 renegade on the make it. Buy a trees, no love. I'ma sleep with my Porsche 911, slide through the section. Gotta show my homies I'm on now. Both souls on the ground, never sold out. What you know about this? No glitz and glamour. Under my polo pajamas, face getting ran. Gotta watch for the cameras before you get freaky. Can't with no random these sneaky. If police come action, then you never see me. The ghetto will trap you, but I love it. Yeah, I love it. In the ghetto, I'm a Martian, crash landing. In the dirty apartment, stay shiny. I forever be the hardest, big time. Like the New Orleans, real shiny. Like the women know you. City in the ghetto, I'm a soldier. Where they at?
From the picturesque Pacific Northwest and the city of Seattle, welcome inside Lumen Field, where all the 12s make it at home for the Seahawks. So good to have you with us. Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen, excited for this one. Partner, what are we looking at here as this game gets rolling?
You know, I think this game is quite interesting in the fact, Mike, that I feel like before every week's matchup, we sit up here and we talk about quarterbacks and the passing game. And obviously, that is the direction the NFL has been headed for the last couple years. But in this matchup here today specifically, I think both these offenses want to flip that on its head. They want to control the clock, time management, ball control. Don't be afraid to punt the ball away and play defense. It's a little bit of an old school philosophy, but you have to do whatever it takes to win each matchup. And I think both of those formulas of these two teams are very similar.
And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Here's Baker to begin with a pass. That's complete to Ramondre Stevenson out of the backfield.
All right, so there's really three areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel in. Number one, the traditional handoffs. Number two, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
Throwing on 2nd down, Mayfield. Oh, intercepted on the second play of the game. Picked off by the safety, Taylor Rapp.
So anytime a team suffers an early setback like that interception, human instinct says, Mike, we need to get away from our game plan. We need to adjust. I don't think that's the case. There's a lot of game left, a lot of chances to avenge that play and still connect downfield on some of these passes. All proven, though, Mike, they've got to identify what went wrong, let's correct it so we're able to move forward.
Nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a 1st down. A pickup of 9. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. From the shotgun, it's Allen. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. And he gets run out of bounds. A short pickup, but it's good enough for a 1st down. In motion, Reed. They'll throw on 1st down with Allen. The open man is Reed. He's got it. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Here's Allen. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. He didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan. And then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the 2nd phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play him man-to-man. And it's exactly what they did here. And there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away.
He's got his man, right side, it's complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Detroit.
We're seeing this so much all across the NFL, Mike, is the value placed on a receiver being able to turn into a runner after they're able to secure the catch. And sometimes it's easier said than done. But if you want to survive in this league as a wide receiver, you have to be able to make plays like this after the catch. And great job there by the quarterback being accurate, and great job by the receiver running after he makes the catch.
The kick is good. Next to score, Lions 7, Seahawks nothing. Jason Newland set to kick off.
Seven-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. This is a short kick, returnable from the 13. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. First carry for Ramondre Stevenson. And he'll manage to get to the 33. Hassan Reddick there to make the play.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up third down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats. And that's what makes it so hard for these defenses to defend those situations.
He'll try to run for it.
Good awareness there on third down. He's thinking there's nothing there, tuck it, and head for the sticks. He's able to get the first down himself, avoid any big contact, and the biggest thing is he keeps the drive alive.
So, from the 36, it is first and 10. Baker to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. They'll run out of the gun. And it's Stevenson. And a good run there. Finds the lane. Gets forward. Got 8 yards and sets up a much more manageable 3rd and 2.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
They'll try to run for this. It's Stevenson. This will not do the trick. They've stopped him behind the line. 4th down coming up.
A loss of 2 yards. It's 4th down.
So after one, 7-0 is our score. Greg and I back in the Great Northwest in a moment. The punter remains on the sideline. They're going to line up and go for it on 4th down. They'll run for it. It's Stevenson. And nothing on that one. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
Hey, yo, fresh out the beta game in my jeans. Black slap, what do that mean? It mean that banging. Have my hand out, let me hang. Hey, break down, stay down. Look what I make now. Hit boy, earthquake, boy, it's a shakedown. I done so much work, they think it's fake now. Big fish, every beat is just bait now. Got rich, some switch, they try to hate now. Leave, I'm straight, I got a rake now. Need cheese, cash app, Venmo or PayPal. Turned up to the max, I'm finna break down. Flow water, big trip, boy, this a gray cloud. Highlights, ball is life, my whole take wild. Big boss, hella chicken, I feel like Rick Ross. Why you going so damn hard? They got me off. These new can't with me. If I do a song with you, that's a luxury. Hit boy, work with you, that's a luxury. Don't step on my Crocs, D's. Fresh out the beta game in my jeans. Black slap, what do that mean? It mean that banging. Have my hand out, let me hang. These new can't with me. If I do a song with you, that's a luxury. If hit boy, work with you, that's a luxury.
At the convergence of the Ohio, Allegheny, and Monongahela Rivers, we're in the football town of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, at Acrisure Stadium. Hello, everybody. Alongside Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott, and Brock, let's dive right in. What are you looking forward to in this one?
Yeah, just about everything, Kate, but these are two such evenly matched teams. You and I know there's going to be 2, 3, 4 plays in this game that will likely define the outcome. That is the beauty of the NFL each and every weekend. Each and every Thursday and Sunday and Monday night, they come down to a couple plays. Who will they be? What will they be? When will they be? Tune in and watch.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. Halfway there on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Play action now with Allen. Has the connection to Jones. And he stopped cold at the spot. Ooh, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that 1st down. Allen to throw. Rolling left, buying some time. And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
All right, first sack on the board on the first drive as a defense. And now, well, now we let the chess match begin. The adjustments begin because we know pressure leads to sacks. And sacks in this league often leads to wins.
After the sack, another pass on 2nd down. He's throwing deep to the left side. His first throw is an interception. And that's going to be a touchdown. It's on the board for now. But will it stand? We've got to see what this flag is all about. A fresh set of downs after that penalty. Here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Escapes out to the left. He takes it himself. And he's going to be out of bounds just before reaching the 30.
Well, the QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right. And even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the 1st down.
From the 28. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete.
You really want those throws to be like clockwork for your offense. Every team needs to hit passes in that short to intermediate range to effectively move the ball.
Running it now out of the gun. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
And the QB keeps it on the sneak. And he will get the 1st as they touch him down.
One thing you cannot say, Kate, about this offense is they're not bold. That was a bold decision, one they trusted the big guys up front, and they moved the sticks.
On 1st down, Allen. He's on the move. On the run right, throwing deep down the side. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We got 2nd down.
You hear defensive coaches on every practice field we're on preach not giving up the big play, especially at the NFL level. They'll need to stay vigilant because they're definitely going to use that receiver to take the lid off this defense again.
managed to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. That was Harold Landry making the tackle. 6 yards to pick up there. That's going to bring up 3rd and 4. Through. Back and beginning the second quarter. Lions in possession. They start out with 3rd and 4. A little touch pass here, trying to move the chains. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. They'll go. Allen. He rolls to his right. That's cut beyond the marker. And he's out of bounds past midfield. One of their best play calls of this game, Brock. Nets them 17 yards on 4th down and gets them the first.
Oh, I love 4th downs. It just brings out the very best, and you get to see how you handle the most pressure, and it turns out, well, they handled it pretty darn well, and now they'll keep pushing.
1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line. It's the 2-minute warning now from Acrisure. It's the Lions looking at 1st and 10. Motioning him from the slot right. 1st and 10. Here's Allen. Escapes the pocket. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. And he takes it across the 30 before heading out.
Well, once a play breaks down, you're just looking for a running lane. Just a little bit of room. Just a little bit of air in the pocket. He found one of those two, but the defense swarms towards him and denies him the other.
2nd and 6 now. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Oh, he loses it on the return. They could get this back. They got their own fumble. And this will reach the end zone for a Detroit touchdown. The Lions picked up the fumble and ran it home. That one right down the middle. And they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest. The Lions have it all set as they send this one downfield. It's short, fielded at the 20. Tackle made as the return gets it out to the 32. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Forces that one, and it's intercepted. Brian Branch has it. And the Lions get the football back inside the 45-yard line after the interception. Oh, man, I'm having to hold my partner back after this one. Captain Fundamental not happy that he didn't take the time to stop and get set before delivering that football. Gotta think that in part led to the turnover.
Yeah, Captain Fundamental because I couldn't run. Kind of like Tom Brady, right? But he's the essence of it. He's the GOAT. Why? Because he sets his feet. He's so fundamentally sound. The chance of interception so much higher when your fundamentals are no good.
It's okay, partner. It's gonna be okay. Second and 10 now. Reed's got it. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. The dose of the hurry-up offense here. On third down. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field. Well, we knew it, Brock, and now they know it too. That one was on their defense. 1st and 10 for him now, following the penalty. Short side option here. He's running left. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the booth cave, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
Working from the gun, it's Allen. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he goes out approaching that 10-yard line. And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Running back sent in motion. From the red zone now. Flush down out to his left. And they will score. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions will add to their lead at the end of the half. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate.
Yep.
You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. But what makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
Jason Elam set to kick off.
The Lions have it all set as they send this one downfield. Starting from the 5. And he doesn't make it far at all. They bottle up that return immediately.
Well, that's a case of either overthinking things or somehow not thinking enough on that kickoff return. You got to think the 20-yard line is worst case. Instead, the coverage team sticks him with a really long field ahead.
Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air.
As a defense, you got to see the pass. You got to time up your hit, and you got to jar that ball loose. Not a lot of offensive players are hanging on to that one through a well-placed hit.
Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down. Looking to throw. On the move, headed right. Oh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. And the Lions will start with it in the 4th after an interception to end the quarter.
Well, that's now 2, Kate, that they've gotten him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful. Right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. And this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
We've reached the midway point of this contest. 2 quarters down and an exciting 2 to go. The NFL on EA Sports returns after this. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Huard, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our 2nd half. The Lions have it all set as they send this one downfield. Kickoff taken at the 3. And he doesn't make it far at all, and they bottle up that return immediately.
Can't happen. I mean, that's just something you never, ever see at this level. That's a complete failure of operation, not just by the returner, but the return team in general. And now, instead of getting into your normal offense, you got to find some way, somehow, to dig yourself out of this hole.
Has him on the quick hitter. And they bring him down up at the 12-yard line.
Sometimes you're looking to push the ball down the field. But as I've said before, the crumbs lead to a cookie. And you never go broke taking a profit, and those big tight ends will often find you those easy check down yards.
Finds him on the crossing route. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They got 24 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a Pittsburgh 1st down. Crosses midfield, still going. That one goes for 31 yards and a first down when all is said and done.
Best run games in this league have balance. Can run it inside, and as they just showed right there, doing damage on the outside.
So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
That was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
Metcalf's got it. Complete. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's a Steelers first down.
So critical, Kate, on those receiver screens to get that ball out with great precision. You don't want that receiver thinking about anything but navigating the blocks in front of him. That's well done by everybody.
And they will score. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers cut into the lead coming out of halftime. They were throwing for it there, and they didn't care who knew about it, Brock. And it turns out, hey, nothing was going to stop them either.
Yeah, there's something about an empty formation. You are declaring to a defense, other than QB draw, this ball is going to be in the air. But at the same time, you also force the defense's hand. There's only so many coverages they can play, and they just exposed them.
That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. On the return, here's Jones. He's got a lane up past the 30. And it's a nice return here. They'll tackle him shy of the 35. Ball at the 33 for first down. Lone back gets the handoff. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
You know, the elite running backs in this league, they don't just see what's right in front of them. You set up big runs like this because they see what's behind them. That's called extraordinary vision and extra yards.
Throwing now on first down, Allen. He just got rid of it, Brock, but he was still in that tackle box. This is going to draw the flag. Well, I've always wanted to ask this, and this feels like the perfect moment, Brock. Is there ever a time where a quarterback feels intentional grounding is actually worth it?
No. I don't think so. Not for your team, not for your play caller, not for your coach, not for the game situation. There really isn't a time. You've got to find an outlet, somewhere to throw that ball away safely.
Past the 35. 20. 15. He will go. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions push their lead further to start the half. Well, as they drive forward to what right now looks like it should be a win, Brock. He sure has taken advantage of a nice little chance to boost his stat line. His second touchdown of the game.
Yeah, you just kind of feel these two building some trust, right? Just more and more equity. Certainly paying dividends in this one, but more than likely for more games to come.
All right, so with the penalty, a chance to go for 2 from the 1, or they could elect to try a shorter kick. Getting another shot at 2 here.
The Lions will set up for the 2-point conversion.
They put a receiver in motion here left. And he won't be able to reach the end zone, so their first 2-point try of the afternoon comes up empty.
Jason Elam set to kick off.
The Lions have it all set as they send this one downfield. And they dodge a turnover there on the return. And he doesn't make it far at all. They bottle up that return immediately.
Oh, that's a case of either overthinking things or somehow not thinking enough on that kickoff return. You got to think the 20-yard line is worst case. Instead, well, the coverage team sticks them with a really long field ahead.
Throwing from the gun. Short pass caught by his tight end. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, if they were concerned about losing yards, running it on first down, it just happened anyway. Not many passes end in a loss. Hopefully they got a little more aggressive strategy coming here on second down.
Throwing on 2nd and 11. This is reeled in by Wilson. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
A whole bunch of credit goes to just about everybody on that offense. Guys up front needed to give the QB enough time to let that play develop. Excellent effort by that receiver to stay alive and for the quarterback to scan the field and find his completion.
And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. The rookie from Texas there on the tackle.
If only this defense could look like that on every play, Kate. They were angry, motivated, focused, and they took that anger out on him and this offense, forcing a 4th down.
They're going for this. He's got it to his running back. That'll be the 1st and more. He could do it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers shave some off the deficit late in the quarter. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
The Steelers leaving their offense on the field. We got a 2-point conversion coming up.
The Steelers will line up for the 2-point conversion.
And he gets into the end zone. That is exactly why they went for 2 right there, Brock. It's back down to a 1-possession game. So we hit the end of the 3rd quarter.
Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
All right, that lead cut down to 8 after that score, and the kick is away. And that one's going to skip across the goal line and into the end zone, so the football will come back out to the 20. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he'll be brought down along the 25-yard line. 1st down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
A humble 5-6-yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Jones reels it in. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line. 3rd and just 2 to go. That brings us to the 2-minute warning in Pittsburgh. Lions up by 8. Extra man in the secondary for the Steelers. 3rd down coming up. They cross the 40. Nice run there. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the 1st down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Give now to the running back.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Back to the line they go. It's second down. They give it to him again. That's 7 yards on the run. Still 6 to go on third. Pittsburgh will go ahead and use its second timeout. 3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. Now the Lions calling a timeout. They're first. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on third down. He'll look to throw it. Bails out of the pocket quick. He has the first over the middle. And they take him down right along the 30. They strike for 23 yards. And that gives the Lions the first.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. So it's second down coming up.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
The give here on second. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And that'll be first down, Detroit.
Hey, look, any run of this size is going to wound the defense. But you get this game going right at the heart of their defense, you start to break their will and break their pride.
This will be a nice win for the Lions, who draw closer to it as they take a knee.
They could stop the clock now if they choose. In the final moments of the game, every second counts. If you're going to call a timeout, you want to be right next to that official to signal it in, just as that knee goes down.
Second down, probably going to see him kneel it again here. Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. Intercepted, but oh, wait. Officials say that he wasn't in bounds. The offense can let out a little sigh of relief. So the Lions get the win on the road. And finally, Brock, they can exhale and take a few breaths, because I don't imagine any of them were breathing easy during that one with how close this game was.
Them or us? Or both?
All of us.
Yeah,
all of the above.
It is so hard.
Ay, wake up, shot calling. Pay what I bought it. New crib, psychotic. I'm so iconic. Fly down to see the islands. She ain't even bring a wallet. They don't get it, but I got it. I'm so iconic. Yeah, straight out the Lennox, that on for hours. I'm straight out the minutes. They calling up Dion, straight out the business. We take out the Sims and then take out percentage. Period, break out the minutes from capital M. Now we straight out the sentence. They pay out the payout. I'm finished. Then great out the Lakers. The Bay watch the women. I got it. Go meet your maker. Lord, please don't save them. Minor bumps.
Our coverage of the NFL has brought us to one of the league's most recognizable homes, Lucas Oil Stadium, opened in 2008 here in Indianapolis. Glad to have you all with us for another dose of NFL action. Kate Scott and Brock Huard here in the booth for you. And Brock, if the build-up to kickoff has been any indication this week, man, we're in store for a good one.
Yeah, we never have an NFL game without the two sides doing a little jawing in the days leading up to it. It's a game before the game. Any edge that you could create, but now, well, now it's the time to kick it off, where you actually take care of business on the field. And you know but both sides are ready to go.
His return gets him to the 32-yard line before he's taken down. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. A give now from the gun. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
I know that may look like a...
business. This is highly recommended. It's all of my pushing the limit. Mile high got me over here the flight attendant.
Yeah, I've been around the world and and seen them thing that I can't buy. See, reaching these type of heights, it come with a third eye. I'm better at betting on me, the numbers don't lie.
That's how we rollin'. You know them gold diggers. Want the pick of the litter, burying them hidden figures. I keep them triple hitters, call them silverback gorillas, going 8-8, and you know ain't nobody. What up?
Showtime. Yeah, this is the big ticket. Culture Comptown. I'm talking that King Richard. It's like a movie. I'm seeing the bigger picture. These fellas are Cinderellas. I'm crushing them glass slippers.
On sight, I give you the green light. It's all bark. We all bite.
You gambling with your life? Let's roll the dice.
Piece of problems if this dog in a fight.
That's right.
Legendary.
Open them wide. I just pull up with a few.
We can't arrange that.
Dropping out of the blue.
You know what? That.
All I wanna do is and just take your money. All I wanna do is and just take your money.
Hip hop took this globe.
We done did it.
Wanna see a mogul? We showing you how to pivot. Got this from DMC. Let's run with it. Took the fundamentals and having some fun with it.
These songs, King Kong, my team strong. Godzilla set fire to whatever I breathe on. Got the killers in choir all singing my theme song.
I could never do this alone. Still Dre, still on top, still got it. The Sonic still iconic, they still the product. I seen the money coming, I showed you that I'm a prophet.
And I'm riding shotgun in case get out of pocket. Why you wanna press the issue? You need to stop and keep a lawyer on retainer for depositions.
We are just about 10 miles south of downtown. You get a look inside NRG Stadium in Houston, the home of the Texans. And thanks for having us in. Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen with you. Buckle up, partner. I think this is going to be an aerial show. Both of these teams giving us the hint that the ball's going to be in the air a lot in this one.
Oh, no question. I think both teams were very clear in our weekly meetings that was going to be the plan. And what we see right now in today's modern football, Mike, is the direct correlation between explosive plays, in this case, two teams that rely on those explosives coming in the passing game, and the direct ability to score points. At the end of the day, this is who can score the most points. And if you want to score points today, it's going to become by throwing the ball deep downfield as often as you can.
His initial touch, good for a couple. It'll be second down. Out of the gun, here's Allen. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9. From the gun, it's Allen. He'll find his receiver, Johnny Wilson. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. A gain there of 27 yards.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as My guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
Tight end going in motion here. On first down, it's Allen. Right back to Wilson. He's got it again.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
One more time going up top with Allen. He's going to keep it himself.
These are the plays that just drive the defensive coordinator crazy, Mike. You do everything right, but you don't account for the quarterback scrambling. He's able to get out of the pocket and gain enough for a first down.
They'll throw on first down with Allen. That's deep for the back of the end zone. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Touchdown, Lions. They find the end zone here on the opening drive, and Greg, they're able to do it in the air.
Mike, it makes you wonder, is this drive a sign of things to come? I mean, this secondary, they had their hands full there. Are we going to see it repeated throughout the rest of this game, or are they going to have some answers on defense?
Now the try here for the point after. It's up and good. And the Lions will take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Fake the give, and now it's Milton. First throw of the game is going to be intercepted, and now he loses the football.
So even though they avoid the turnover, this is still a play that they're going to coach hard off of. They're going to bring guys into the meeting room next week and say, hey guys, we're not always going to be so fortunate. The ball is not always going to bounce our way. Anybody who handles the ball from the center to the quarterback to any of the ball carriers, the most important aspect of team offense is protected.
And he's going to be taken down. However, penalty marker on the field. Will it negate the sack? This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. Here's Milton. A throw left side, but it's incomplete. Searching for his Pro Bowl tight end Mark Andrews that time. It's 2nd down. From the shotgun, a throw from Milton. That's into the hands of the fullback. 15-yard pickup there. First down for Houston. 1 quarter in the books. 7-0 is our score. More from Houston coming up in a moment. First and 10 now from the 36. Looking to throw, it's Milton. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack. It's Hutch, Aiden Hutchinson, former number 2 overall pick, in there to bring him down. They'll run former K-State product Deuce Vaughn. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Heck of an effort by this runner, Mike, just to get back to the line of scrimmage. I think most backs around the league, that play would have resulted in a loss, but not this guy. Continued to fight, continued to do everything he could to prevent the loss, but it still stopped for no gain.
Man is open, middle of the field. It is caught. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45.
It's as big time as you get. There's a saying, Mike, that you really judge your quarterback by his ability to operate, not only on third down, but what they call third and pass, meaning it's such a long down and distance, they have no choice but to air the ball out. And when you can convert third downs at that distance, chances are you got a pretty big-time quarterback.
2nd and 7. From the gun, here's Milton. 2 minutes remain. First half in a 7-0 game. Greg and I, back from Houston in a moment. What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? Working out of the gun is Milton. Oh, that swung out wide and intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Taylor Rapp. So on 1st and 10, here's Milton. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down. Throwing, Milton. Laying out, and he made the catch. What a play. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down. The Texans going to go ahead and use their first timeout here. And they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that 1st down. To the air, it's Milton. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Milton going to look to throw it again. Now a screen set up for Vaughn. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the 2nd quarter.
The throw once more, here's Milton. Rush comes, they're setting up the screen. They were not fooled on defense, saw the screen from the start. It'll be a loss of yardage on the play.
Dragon 60. Mustang 19.
On 3rd and long, here's Milton. That is caught. What a throw. Michael Gallup. Touchdown, Houston. They'll line it up to kick the extra point. It's up and through. And the Texans will level things out at 7 apiece. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the 1st half. And the kickoff's coming their way. This is going to be taken in at the 3. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. From the shotgun, it's Allen. He's going to go deep, looking for Reed. And he will take this one in. 76 yards. Touchdown, Detroit.
That is just a complete disaster. I mean, we're in the final seconds of the first half, Mike, and you give up a huge explosive play that results in a touchdown. No matter what you've done all half, it completely changes the game.
The kicking team off for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Lions will move out to a 14-7 lead. Halftime, coming close, and not much time left as this one is kicked away. This just makes it to the landing zone. It's taken at the 18. Terrific return. He's taken down just shy of midfield.
You're not. Put the ball on the stride. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
Here's Milton now on 1st and 10. Taking a shot downfield for Adams. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play here in this first half. So we reach halftime, and the visiting Lions are in the lead. As we'll head over to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He has the EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Coach, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out on top in this second half. Coming up. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Still on the move. Inside the 10. And he nearly takes it the distance, just short of the goal line. A spectacular return. You will happily take this starting field position. They begin with 1st and goal at the 2. He'll get this forward, no signal. They're going to mark him down at the 1. A little closer. Here's 2nd and goal.
Let's go now.
They'll run the sneak. Looking for that crease inside, and that did not break the play. No doubt about it. They are going to mark him short.
This offense is finding out the hard way, Mike. There is just not a lot of room to operate against this defense down near the goal line.
Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it. He will do it himself. He's in. Joe Milton. Touchdown, Texans. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. The extra point is up and through. And the Texans will tie things up. We are all even at 14. We are all square, 14 apiece the score as this one's away. Jones now on the return. Now on the return, he has lost the football. And this is taken in by the defense. They'll start this one run with a 3 tight end look. They'll run here with Vaughn. And he's going to be stuck well behind the line of scrimmage. A play going absolutely nowhere. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Throwing is Milton. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes. So give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete.
And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. And a good return here. He is out of bounds up past the 30.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again. There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this is one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
And they will finally track him down inside the 40-yard line.
If you have a shot to bring him down early, you just can't miss, Mike. Not against a runner like this. If he slips that first tackle, you can see how much more he can add to a run.
Now Allen on 1st down. There's a throw right side. Going to be incomplete.
Timing and trust. Critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
They put Wilson in motion. He'll pop this ahead for about 4, but it will set up 3rd down. Jones motioning here. On 3rd down, it's Allen. This one complete right side. He's going to have that 1st down, gain of 6 as they convert on 3rd down.
Well, they finally are able to convert on a 3rd down. And, Mike, when you look back at a box score, some of the biggest indications of how well the game went, of course, you don't want to turn the ball over. How do you execute in the red zone? And then how are you on 3rd down? 3rd downs typically lead to long drives. Long drives tend to lead to points. It's not a real complicated formula. Stay on the field. The more snaps, the more plays, the better.
It picks up 25 yards and gives them a golden opportunity. It's 1st and goal. Design run. It's Allen. And he'll plunge forward to the 2. Setting up 2nd and goal.
Down in the red zone, design course.
They'll try it again from the 2. 2nd and goal. Design run here for Allen. And he will take it in himself. Josh Allen. Touchdown, Detroit. Extra point try forthcoming. The kick is good. And the Lions have broken the deadlock as they move out to a 21-14 lead. So the lead is 7 now. Here in this fourth quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. And they will finally get him down, but he gets all the way close to the 40-yard line. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. To throw, it's Milton. This one is caught by Gallup. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down. Carry here for Vaughn. And that'll be a pickup of 3. Here is 2nd and 7. Now Milton. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. The Lions have got it. And he is going to bring this one back. They force the fumble, and it leads to a defensive score. Extra point attempt still to come. He's got it. And the Lions have doubled their advantage. It is now a 28-14 game. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return is McConkey. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. Here's 1st down. On play action, here's Milton. A dive and a catch. Incredible. The rookie from Tennessee looking sharp with that throw. He gets his guys a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
They'll drop to throw. Going for it all. He's got it. He is in. Michael Gallup. Touchdown, Houston. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
Well, that was step 1. The offense did their job, get this thing back within 1 possession, so they're still alive. But now they've got to find a way to get a little bit of luck and find a way to get the ball back, and it's not going to be easy.
That's pulled in, and they're able to tack on a 2-point conversion. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Short kick taken just inside the 20.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
First and 10. They put Wilson in motion. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. The Texans have it.
Oh, my goodness, Mike, what a mistake. Late in the game, you're protecting the lead. That can't happen. You know they're going to be raking at the ball. You know they are desperate to create a turnover. Just somehow he doesn't put the ball away, and this game just got a lot more interesting.
And the rush gets there. Down he goes.
At this point in the game, you find yourself trailing. There's only so many possessions left here in regulation. And now after that first down sack, this is on the verge of being another wasted possession, and they're getting...
Oh, the pressure too much. He goes down. The Texans going to go ahead and use their first timeout here, as they'll get it with still 1:20 left to go in the game. Going to need a big play now, 3rd down and long.
18, Pioneers. 79 Broncos.
From out of the gun, he'll throw. Going up top. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
They desperately needed that one, Mike. Down here late, they've only got a few remaining snaps to go, and it puts all of the pressure of the game now on 4th down. Let's see what play call they have in a gotta-have-it situation, and right now, this quarterback needs to make his best throw in the biggest moment of the game.
And he's going to go down. The pressure, once again, too much, and that should wrap this one up.
So as an offensive coordinator, you have to have answers for what the defense throws at you. And in this case, your quarterback is sitting back there. He has nowhere to go with the ball on 4th down. He ends up taking the sack, and now your drive is over.
It's 1st down, and they'll run. And he'll get about 5. Here's a timeout, Houston. That's their 2nd. Clock stops with 1:06 to go in this one. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They'll stick with him again. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. Texans going to use the last of their timeouts here. And it comes with exactly 1 minute left in the game. This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. Now Allen. He's got his man. Complete to Wilson. Good work after the catch. They gain 19 yards and a 1st down.
And after that 1st down throw, Mike, it's really a deflating moment of the defense. They understood the urgency of getting off the field and getting the ball back to their offense. Here we are under 2 minutes in a 1-possession game.
On 1st and 10, it's a handoff. Wait a minute, it's a reverse. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's a 2nd and 6. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So a win for the visitors, the Lions. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. And that was the difference in this one. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olsen. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL.
It's Paul. I was listening to the album. Good luck. You're on your own.
Guess who's back? Back again. She's back. Tell a friend. Guess who's back? 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 Well, look what the
Call it Motown, call it the Motor City. To Lions fans, this is home. Ford Field in downtown Detroit. So good to have you on board with us, Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen here. Greg, you look at the marquee, and it's a lot of offensive stars here. I'm looking at the other side. Defenses better show up here if you want to walk out with a win.
Yeah, I think the burden, of course, lies on the players, particularly the players in the secondaries of both of these teams. They're going to have moments where they've got to win one-on-one, as you said, against some of the top offensive skill players in the league. But I also feel like there's a lot on the shoulders of this defensive coordinator. Can you change up coverages, change up looks, make it difficult pre- and post-snap, not only on these wide receivers and skill players, but also on the guy with the ball in his hand, calling the shots, playing quarterback.
Only a gain of 1 on the game's opening play. Here's 2nd and 9. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
They put Wilson in motion. He's trying to get around the corner, but he can't. He's going to be run down behind the line.
At the 37-yard line.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Here's Allen to throw. Got a man. Good job coming back for the ball on the completion. They get 16 on that connection. Good for a Lions first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Allen. A throw left side, taken in by Wilson. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. On the ground, here's the rookie from Penn State. Come to the line now on 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
From the gun, it's Allen. This is caught for 2. And he's in. Touchdown, Lions. And they get the first points of the game. What a way to start it, Greg. You get the ball. It's what you want to do. Settle into this game on top 6-0.
Mike, how often do we have coaches tell us the importance of playing with the lead? Well, they come take the ball right away on the first drive, all the way down there and strike first. And now the rest of the way, let's see how it plays out.
Nothing is our score as this kick is sent into the air. This one brought in at the 16-yard line. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with their fullback. And And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up second down. Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
On first down, Lawrence. That's going to be incomplete, and it'll leave just enough time for one final play in this opening quarter. Try again. It's 2nd and 10. They'll try to run with their fullback. And he'll be taken down. That's going to do it. That's the last play of the first quarter. Lawrence now to throw on first down. A pressure there got to him. He's hit as he threw it, and that pass ball is incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make third down manageable and take your chances picking up a key third down?
First down awaits at the 26-yard line. And here's third down. From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. Oh, that's the one thing they couldn't have there, the sack. That might take them out of field goal range.
Outside of a turnover, this was probably the worst-case scenario. Immediate pressure in his face with nowhere to go with the ball downfield. Just get the ball out of your hand. Live to play another down. Instead, he retreats backwards and leads to a massive loss.
Lawrence throwing on fourth down. He'll let this go deep for Jefferson. And the Lions are going to take over just shy of midfield. 3 tight ends in the game to start the drive. Throwing now. Allen here on first down. Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down.
This offense came into this drive hoping to extend their narrow lead, Mike, but instead, after first down, they find themselves in 2nd and forever following that big sack right out of the gate.
Jones motioning here. From the gun, Josh Allen. He'll get rid of it and complete it. First time he's caught a ball here tonight, and it is good for a first down. Allen to throw. He's going to go deep, looking for Reed. And the Packers are going to get the football, and they'll have it just past the 20-yard line.
Every once in a while, Mike, you see a quarterback predetermine before the snap where they're going to go with the ball, and I think that was the case here. He told himself, I'm throwing the ball to him no matter what, and it ends up being a costly mistake.
This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. Here's Lawrence to throw. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up second down. To throw is Lawrence. Looking for Jefferson deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time, but contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. Here's Lawrence. This one is caught, and it's the tight end screen. Packers go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. Clock stops with a little under a minute to go in the second quarter. A first down throw for Lawrence. He's going to air this one out. And this will be tracked down and intercepted. And the Lions will take over possession here at the 44.
All right, so that's consecutive drives now. You've come out here and thrown interceptions. I think at this point, Mike, it's time to run the ball. It's time to give this offense a little bit of a reset, settle this quarterback down. And if nothing else, let's cool off this secondary. They are flying to the ball. They are taking chance after chance. Let's remove them from the defense for a while, make them defend the run, and let's get our offense back on track.
Now inside the 25. And he will go all the way. Touchdown, Detroit. What a pretty touchdown that was. Nothing looks nicer than a well-set-up screen, and that was executed to perfection.
Mike, the key to any successful screenplay is the timing between the offensive lineman getting out and where the running back is when he catches it. You'll see it here played out perfectly. He gets the escorts out in front of him, gets the key blocks he needs, all the way down for 6.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Lawrence now. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw when the pass is incomplete. We'll try again here. Second and 10. Lawrence. And for the third time in this first half, he's been intercepted. Picked off by Derwin James. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the goal line. Nearly a pick six, but he does set up the offense with first and goal.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
The Lions call their first timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in half number 1. From the 1, second and goal. And he'll take it on in. Touchdown, Lions.
Just a really nice job, Mike, especially just staying poised. Pressure situation, you know how important it is to steal some points before the half, but everybody's in control. Everybody understood the situation and the clock, and they're able to finish that half in style with that late touchdown.
Now Allen and his offense preparing to go for 2. They put Wilson in motion. And he will get in for the 2. They open up the bag of tricks on the goal line and add a pair of points. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Now Lawrence. He'll let this go. Deep for Jefferson. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half. Now 2nd down throw for Lawrence. Again, working deep downfield. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end. All right, Coach. Thank you very much. We welcome you back. It is quarter number 3.
Jason Elam set to kick off.
We are set for the second half kickoff. One of these teams ready to book a date in the NFC Championship game next week. And we are back at it with the third quarter.
This happens to take over 1st and 10 at their own 40-yard line.
They go play action for Lawrence. And that pressure too great. He's going to be sacked in the end zone. And that is a safety. So instead of playing safe, the defense brings the heat, bring the quarterback down, and they'll walk off the field with 2 points.
In this situation, Mike, as an offense, you have to be prepared for the blitz. You know the defense smells blood. They want to come get you in the end zone and get 2 points. And that's exactly what they were able to do.
On 1st down, it's Allen. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Now Allen. He gets that complete as he hits Reed. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line. Allen working from the pistol. He'll take a shot. Looking for Wilson. And the Packers are going to take possession. They've got it at their own 42.
You know, Mike, I like the mindset of this offensive coordinator. He's saying, listen, I'm not looking to preserve this lead. I'm looking to extend my lead. Now, that aggressive play calling in this case led to the turnover. Now your defense has to take the field. Can they bail you out and keep this lead unchanged prior to their next possession?
That's to the right side and incomplete.
Mike, when you're completing less than 35% of your passes, you're just not going to win a lot of games in the NFL. He's just too erratic throughout the course of the game. Sometimes it's exactly how they practiced, and at other times it looks like they've never practiced at all.
Looking for Jefferson deep downfield. He's got it! And he's out of bounds, but they take it to the red zone. Inside the 20. Ball down to the 16-yard line. And it's 1st and 10. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Now here's Lawrence. That is caught to the goal line and in. DK Metcalf. Touchdown, Packers. Now Lawrence gets his guys set for this 2-point attempt. To the end zone. It's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Branch.
I'm always curious how a defense is going to respond. So you give up a touchdown, you give up 6, and now the offense is trying to extend it to 8. How are you going to buckle down? How are you going to hang in there? In this case, let's give them a little credit. Keep those 2 off the board, and they can come to the sideline and regroup.
Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Out of the gun, here's Allen. And that ball out of reach toward the sideline. It'll be an incompletion. Now Allen to throw on 2nd down. They try to set up the screen, but this one doomed from the start. It's incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
On 3rd down, it's Allen. He's going to air this one out for Jones. It is a huge play for Detroit. It's a gain of 43 yards.
Defensively, you put so much effort about defending the middle of the field. You know that's the valuable real estate every offense is looking to attack. But what does that do, Mike? It makes you a little susceptible to the throws outside the numbers, and it leads to a chunk play.
Again, it's Allen to the air. That is hauled in at the 5. And he's into the end zone. Johnny Wilson. Touchdown, Detroit. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his 4th touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
And this one's blown up. It's back at the 5-yard line now.
He tried to remain a passer for as long as he could, but then he decided to call his own number and see if he could take it in himself. Really nice job by the defense, keeping the integrity of the pass coverage, and I think next time that ball's got to come out of his hand, and even if it's incomplete, give your guy a chance.
The Lions call their first time out. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This just makes it to the landing zone. It's taken at the 18. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. On first down, Lawrence. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete, but the pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down. Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
The biggest correlation between scoring points in the NFL is your ability to generate explosive plays. And oftentimes, the best explosive plays in the passing game happen when the
That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Brenton Strange. Touchdown, Green Bay. Now Lawrence gets his guys set for this two-point attempt. Let the fullback try to power it home. And he will for the 2 points.
It doesn't happen often in the NFL, Mike, but there is nothing better when the entire stadium, the opposing team, everybody knows what play is coming, and they still can't stop it. Man, what a feeling for an offense, and it's exactly the case here.
From deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this one out. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's what. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Drive will start on the ground. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
So when you're evaluating the impact of a team's run game, I think it's important at the end of the game to look back and say, okay, how many yards did they run for? But more importantly, when did those yards come? Did I run for those yards in the 4th quarter, which typically means I had the lead? That's the sign of a successful run game as opposed.
And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Johnny Wilson. Touchdown, Lions. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This barely gets to the landing zone, fielded at the 19. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. Metcalf left side, he's got it. It's a gain of 16, and very quickly, a 1st down.
A gain of 16 yards. 1st down.
Lawrence. And that ball led him too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because, think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
2 minutes remain in the 4th quarter. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. After back-to-back incompletions, they now face 3rd down and 10. Back to throw. Lawrence. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. A pickup there of 19 yards. Good for a Green Bay 1st down. To throw is Lawrence. That's the 4th time tonight he's been intercepted.
And that should be the final down.
been shooting from a cannon. Mid-flight, here to recite, I ain't landing. Handles like a vandal at night, you can't grab it. Fire underneath my hood is outstanding. Blast through a wall of bricks like Superman did. Ain't nothing holding me back but me standing. So I'ma take off right now from this planet. The new sound has been found in yo. I don't know what you've been told, but I ain't gonna stop till I break the mold. You see, I'm born in the music. I wanna rise in the ceiling, yes I do. I think it's time to see a brand new menu. I said I'm born in the music. I'm born in the music.
From the area known as Patriot Place, EA Sports set for football at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. Kickoff just moments away. Charles, quickly, keys to the game.
For me, it's coaching. Who prepared his team the best going into this one to give them the confidence to believe that they would win the game? That's who's going to come out of this one on top.
The winner here goes to the Super Bowl, and we'll know soon enough which team that'll be as we are underway in the AFC title game. And this opening dynamic kickoff not going to be returned. It'll come out to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Allen going to go to the air right away. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get about 6 there before he is taken down rather rudely and abruptly. Allen now looks to throw. Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. And certainly, look, you're on the road in the playoffs. That is a suboptimal start, opening drive INT.
And, partner, sometimes I wonder, do these teams talk about it to such an extent that maybe you almost talk yourself into the turnover when you're trying to avoid it?
Yeah, maybe they get a little too worried about keeping the football, and then you give it to the other team right off the bat. And, look, we said it, on the road, this is just a terrible, terrible start for them.
It is, and now they've got to rely on their defense.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. He'll hit Jackson, complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game, but in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
Well, big man with ball met bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
Third down and 1. They'll try and run for it with Vaughn. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped him, bringing up 4th down.
Field goal would have been a decent length at 55 yards. They keep the kicking unit on the sideline. They're going for it. Here's Vaughn. They'll run for it. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And the Lions will take over. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 3rd and 5. Allen. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They do go for it. Here's Allen, escaping the pressure right. That's caught at the 25. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he was able to shed 1 tackle, but could not get away from there. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Second down and 6 now. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal.
It's been a long season, but he still looks fresh running the football. He knows his guys are 1 game away from the Super Bowl, so he's going to give it all he's got. And that's a heck of a run right there.
It's 1st and goal. A chance for the first points of this AFC title bout. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
AFC title game, 2nd quarter action, 2 minutes to play. A pretty big play now in this AFC championship, 3rd and goal. Here's Allen to throw it. Dancing to his left. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Josh Allen, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Lions post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter.
This is a great decision right here. Out of the pocket to his left, and he knows if he waits too long, the defense is going to be all over him. So he makes a decision to go and wins the race to the pylon.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. Now another shot here at the PAT. It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Elam to kick it away. And he's going to be taken down inside the 10 at about the 8-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on fourth, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on fourth down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride, the offense, this go-around. Throwing now is Mahomes. He finds Hopkins complete. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. Mahomes going to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. Pretty good timing. He waited just enough for that post play to develop and laid it right in there.
And you know what a lot of teams do when they decide to throw a post route? Because it's a little bit longer developing play. They max protect. Bring everyone in, keep the tight end in, an extra back to make sure the quarterback has time to deliver the football.
And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the first down.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at first and goal.
On the ground with Vaughn. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
It's largely been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now is where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on first and goal.
And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. It's the fullback as the first half is winding down. And the Patriots go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Extra point by Elam, up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. On the end around, this is Julio Jones. And this will wind up a Lions first down. His good running gets him to about the 44. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Allen off the play fake. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And unless Unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. A final shot before half for Allen. Looking downfield for Jones. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Julio Jones. As time expires in the first half, and the Lions have taken the lead on the final play of the first half. On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot at a big game, their big play ability. They can strike from anywhere.
Elam now to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. A 1-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. Unable to corral him, he fights through. And solid field position here to start as they get this out to the 40-yard line.
Well, that return had all the trappings of really good scouting. You could tell that they thought they saw something on tape that they could take advantage of, and they dialed it up at just the right time to give them a great return.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Third quarter starts with a run from Vaughn. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Deuce Vaughn, 60 yards. And the Patriots come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Elam on here for the PAT. The kick is through the uprights to tie this game, but hang on a second. We do have a flag. Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On play action, Allen rolling to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A great effort there. 70 yards. And the Lions have broken our tie as they take the lead. Extra point by Elam, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. Following the touchdown, here's Elam to kick it away. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. And they finally get to him out near midfield, but he's all the way across the 45 to the 46.
That strong return has set them up nicely for this drive, and we all know the next score is going to have a major impact on this game.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
AFC Championship tilt, third quarter of play. This is 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. Looking right side, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
So after the INT, it's Allen eluding the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again. They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
And Jones will go in motion right. And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
Now a 2nd and 6.
Throwing now is Allen. They'll roll him out right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
And Wilson in motion left. And he'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass.
A nice little juke. But he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Lions are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. So a great second effort there as he's able to stay upright and get into the end zone.
I think not just a second effort. I think a 3rd effort was what got him in. Maybe possibly even a 4th.
Yeah, whatever it was, he was not going to be denied.
Extra point by Elam, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Following the touchdown, here's Elam to kick it away.
And no return here for Perry. That'll be a touchback.
Hey, it's Paul. I was listening to the album. Good luck. You're on your own.
Guess who's back? Back again. She's back. Tell a friend. Guess who's back? 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 Guess who's back?
Well, look what the stork brung. Little baby devil with the forked tongue. Ain't it sticking out, yeah, like a sore thumb. With a forehead that it grew horns from. Still a white shirt, pulling up in a Chrysler to the cipher with in a light shirt. Lyrical technician, an electrician. Y'all light work, and I don't gotta play pretend. It's you, I make believe. And you know I'm here to stay, cause me, if I was to ever take a leave, it would be aspirin to break a feed. If I was to ask for Megan Thee Stallion, if she would collab with me, would I really have a shot at a feat? I don't know, but I'm glad to be back like
Abracadabra.
And for my last trick,
I'm about to reach in my back, bruh. Like abracadabra.
and for my last trick,
Just like that, and I'm back,
emoji. May not be age appropriate, but I will put an 8-year-old indeed. With a participant.
The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they can't bring him down. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Josh Allen, he says that he wants to continue to perfect executing the run-pass option. Looked pretty good there.
And he's put in the minds of all people trying to defend him that his legs create big plays. So guess who benefits?
His running back.
No doubt about it, and we just saw it there.
And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 24 yards the gain there. Another first down as well.
And that's something you have to get ready for defensively, because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move them back in the backfield and make them running backs. Partner, this was much more of a tap pass, but effective nonetheless.
And I think both guys love it. If you're a quarterback, it's an easy completion. If you're a wide receiver, you get the easy reception and also a chance to try to make a play with your feet.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Now a run. Here's the rookie from Penn State. And he's got it down to the 28.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Here's 2nd and 7.
He'll be stopped short of the 25. The nice move couldn't free him.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Hands it off out of the gun.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Now this time, Allen will throw. He'll buy some time right, and he'll just get rid of it.
Well, that wasn't a completion, but it wasn't a sack either. So the good takeaway, able to extend the life of the play. Normally, you would think he'd just take off and run downfield, but he was trying to find an open receiver, unable to do so.
Here's 2nd and 10.
To throw, it's Allen. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown.
And the Lions are on the board first here in this Super Bowl. Their first passing touchdown of the ball game, and they go to the big tight end and those sure hands, and he provides the score.
Certainly looked like they were focused on taking away other weapons, and he certainly made them regret that because he found the soft spot, ended up taking it to the end zone. Nice throw, too, to complete the play.
Extra point by Elam, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Elam to kick it away. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
Options galore here. Second and a few inches.
They keep it on the ground again. It's Perry. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Lions 7, Eagles 0.
Perry, and he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. This is Perry. And they get it out just short of the 45 at the 44. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15. There are times on carries like that where he looks a little bit older than his rookie status.
How many times have we talked when we've gone out to dinner about how precocious these youngsters are that come into the NFL now? They play at a higher level at a younger age. The stars aren't quite in their eyes as much as it used to be, huh?
A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Now Perry. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And he is caught. He's going to pick up the first down and then some. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A great play there. 49 yards.
And the Eagles are an extra point away from tying this Super Bowl at 7. Well, Charles, here in their opening series, they said they had certain plays scripted for certain players. That looked like a well-designed play to get one of their top targets involved.
Yeah, let's face it, Brandon. A player of his talent is a problem for any opponent to defend, and we saw it right there. They tried to deny an open lane to him. He still outplayed the coverage and scored the early touchdown. Good luck trying to figure out how to defend him as this game moves on.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
2nd and 10.
On play action, Allen on the move to his left. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
From the gun, it's Allen.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
They run with Perry. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles. From 17 yards out.
And the Eagles will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
And a great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. The extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And within trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get in field goal range.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now Allen. That ball is caught. It's Andre Reed. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not
because
at all.
Those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
That's complete to his running back, Perry.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for 1st and 10. To the air, Allen.
That one too wide and incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Again, they'll throw with Allen. Flushed out right. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
They asked him to take charge and get them to a spot where they could at least attempt to kick before the half, and he does just that. Didn't trust what he saw downfield, so he took it upon himself to get them into field goal range using his legs. That's coming through with a play they needed in a big spot.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. So the shotgun snap to Allen. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
And that's where you want to use your big tight end. Let him use his size and frame to go up and get the deep ball in the end zone. But that time, they couldn't connect.
And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
Jason Elam set to kick off.
These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl.
Yeah, they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And I think you'd have to say their coaching staff, all things considered, had to be pleased with their performance in the first half of this Super Bowl.
Evades the tackler, and now some space. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20. Pretty explosive run on that inside handoff, and when you're a runner of his caliber, you don't need a big crease.
You really don't, but also what we're seeing is an offensive line that's taking charge at the point of attack, aren't we? Not only are they controlling the initial contact, they're actually utilizing what they call the strain, the next 2 to 3 seconds, to continue to move people.
Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's second down and 5.
Now a handoff up the middle. It's Perry. And shutting him off down open field. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
85 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all. Challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge.
So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10.
Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep.
Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up second and 5.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Ball sits on the 10, second and 5.
Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles. From 10 yards out.
And the Eagles will extend their third quarter lead here in this Super Bowl. Just a great individual effort there to take that pop pass and scamper off into the end zone.
And that's why offenses love that play, partner, because that gives them a chance to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers with a full head of steam behind them. It's often like a track relay. Legs 2, 3, and 4. That first guy steaming ahead, and he just hands it to you, and you get a chance to take off and go before you even get the baton.
The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away.
And able to get this out to the 25.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a two-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because they don't get some kind of points here. That next drive, that could make this a three-possession game.
Third quarter of the biggest spectacle in sport, the Super Bowl. Thanks for joining us, everybody. Second and 10.
Now Allen. Gonna look deep for Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Here's Allen. Flush to his right.
Now this aired out deep for Reed. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Devin Witherspoon. And the Eagles are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And, Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision could get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball, and that one was picked off.
Mahomes now to throw.
This one deep for Wilson.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And Patrick Mahomes, for all of his artistry and arm angles and what he can do in the short passing game, never forget he's got a cannon as well. He unleashes a big one there, but that time it winds up incomplete.
Up the middle they go. Perry. They find some open field here. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Almost time for the final act of this NFL season as we are now through 3 quarters in the Super Bowl.
You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports.
Now Patrick going to change the play.
Right back to him on first down. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And he completes it to Wilson. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.